Hello friends, today we will see the criteria for selecting model organism or which criteria are used for choosing a model organism for a particular research work or for a particular experiment. When choosing a model organism for research, there are a number of different aspects to be considered. So these aspects include biological aspects, practical aspects, and historical aspects. So what are the biological considerations for the study of a particular or for choosing a particular model organism? Is this organism biologically suited to a type of a study? That first is decided to choose a particular model organism. If we have to study a mammalian development, then we cannot choose frog for our study. Or we must know the similarity of that particular experiment in the frog and the mammals. Then only we can take the frog as a model organism for studying the mammalian principle in the frog's body. Also, the accessibility of the eggs must be known, and accessibility of the embryos for observation and the manipulation also must be known to the particular researcher for choosing a particular model organism. Now the practical considerations. Cost. So how much cost will require for maintaining a particular breed or for setting up a particular experiment must be known to the researcher. Then space requirement. How much space will require in the laboratory for particular research work or for a particular experiment must also be known to the researcher for choosing a model organism. And the ease of handling or handling of a organism must also be known to the researcher, as well as the breeding program of the organism must also be known. So handling of an organism must be known to the researcher so that it becomes very easy to set various kinds of experiments with that model organism. So this diagram shows handling of the frog. Handling of a mouse is shown in this diagram because various kinds of techniques are used for handling various kinds of organism. Also dissection must also be done during various kinds of endocrinological experiment. So handling of a particular organism must be known to the researcher so that it becomes very easy to set up the experiments and do the work. Then historical aspects. If a model has been used in the past, then its biology will be well understood and specific tools will have been developed. So if a particular model organism has used previously, then specific tools will also be developed for studying the same principles, or doing various kinds of research can be done. So various different kinds of criteria are used according to the type of a study. So if we have to study the development and the morphology of a particular organism, then the model organism must have a large eggs, accessible embryos, short development time, and the organism must be easy to keep in the laboratory. So if the organism have a large eggs and accessible embryos, then the manipulation of embryos becomes very easy, as well as observation of the embryos will also become easy. If it has a short generation or short development time, then within a short period of time we can observe large amount of embryos, or we can observe the different kinds of principles in the same organism. Also it must be easy to keep in the lab uh, for studying the morphological analysis of the organism. So best examples of organisms for studying the development and morphology include amphibian, that is frog, and the chicken. Then for experimental embryology, model organisms should have large accessible embryos, robust embryos so they can tolerate the manipulation, and embryos can be grown in a dish or in a culture. So if the eggs are accessible and the robust embryos are there, then they can tolerate the manipulation and observation of embryos can be easily seen. Or if the embryos can be grown in the dish or in a culture, large amount of embryos can be produced in the laboratory, and again the observation becomes very easy. Again the example for this is frog and the chick. Then for studying developmental genetics, model organisms should be very easily bred in the laboratory. They should have short generation time, that is the time from fertilization to sexual maturity, simple or small genome, and ease of observing embryos to see mutant effect. So if the organism have short generation time, then many generations of the organism can be studied within the short period. Then if it has a simple or a small genome, then gene manipulation becomes easy, or producing gene mutations in a particular genes become easy. And if the gene mutation becomes easy, then observation of the mutants or mutant effects can be very easily seen. So, for studying developmental genetics, organism must have a short generation interval, simple or small genome, and ease of observing embryos to see the mutant effects. Examples of organisms which can be used for study of developmental genetics: fruit fly Drosophila, zebrafish Denio, nematode worm C. elegans, then plant Arabidopsis thaliana, and a mouse, that is Mus musculus. So this it's showing one of the best example of a model organism, that is the Drosophila, which have all the properties that can be easily taken up for studying the developmental genetics. It has a short generation time, that is 8 to 14 days, small genome, 4 chromosomes, and we can very easily see the mutant effects or gene mutation effects in the adult organism. So this diagram, these photos shows the gene mutation in the eye color gene. So normally the Drosophila have the red eyes, but if there is a mutation in the eye color gene, then the eyes can be turned to the white. So this is the white eye mutant. Then if the mutation takes place in the shape of a wings, then the normal straight wings can be converted into curled wings. So curled wings is a mutant, bar eye mutant, and vestigial wings mutant. So these are some examples of the mutants of the Drosophila. There are large amount of mutants of the Drosophila are produced for the study of the genes or study of the developmental genetics. So various kinds of criteria are used according to the type of a study. Mainly the type of a research is taking into account for choosing a particular model organism. So thank you so much. So if you like the contents, then please like, comment, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you again.